public comment, and this is our opening public comment for items that are not on the agenda. You have 3 minutes.
My name is Dean Gallo. I'm a resident of Mesquite. 2 weeks ago, I stood at this podium, same podium, and laid out in plain English how Police Captains Quinn Averett and Jordan Bundy lied under oath, not once but twice, in sworn affidavits. These are not opinions. These are facts, manufactured in a story of outright fabrication to destroy the previous police chief, and they dragged my name into it as well as Councilwoman Gallo. They claimed I was following an intoxicated councilman, Paul Wanless. A complete lie, and they swore to it. I came here because the city manager and city attorney think it's so acceptable for the chief fails to investigate himself and his own 2 captains. That is not an investigation, that's a joke. I've heard nothing, not a call, not a letter, even the courtesy of a denial, just silence, crickets. I want to read a part of an interview, and this is from the Chapin report, which is part of public record now because it's in the lawsuits with the city. This is an interview of Brooke Whipple. I interviewed Brooke Whipple, not me, the investigator, on January 16, 2025. Brooke is a full-time victim advocate in the city attorney's office. Brooke described that on about March 4th, 2024, she met with Averett and Kim Otero in Averett's office. The purpose of the meeting was to discuss some criminal complaints alleged against the son of a person who worked in the PD's records office. Brooke was in the process of reaching out to at least 2 female victims when she was instructed by Otero and subsequently by Averett, do not get involved any further with these victims. Averett then stated to her, and I quote, "In the PD, we take care of our own." Brooke became visibly and emotionally upset during this interview while describing these events. She was very concerned about these 2 teenage victims and doing her job. However, Otero and Averett warned her to act as if this never happened and she knew nothing about this. That is what corruption looks like. This department is infested with corruption, starting with this so-called leadership group. Their own words has exposed themselves as lying under oath and instructing a victim's advocate to act like this never happened. We take care of our own, Captain Averett states. This is so much more documentation and testimony and depositions evidence that the city can and should terminate Captains Averett, Bundy, and Fales without cause to avoid being sued. They would be entitled to 90 days severance. That would be a good start to begin fixing the corruption that exists. NRS 199-120 is clear. Perjury is a Category D felony. Willfully making a false statement under oath, willfully swearing to something you know is not true. Is the city going?
Thank you. Your time is up.
About 3 minutes is enough.
Yep.
Boy, you want to make sure I don't go over, don't you? Yeah, it's not a joke, by the way. Dean Gallo, Mesquite resident. I'll pick up where I left off. My question is the city going to keep protecting the people who lied and are involved in corruption, leaving the city holding the bag? There is nowhere left to hide. Everything is being exposed one layer at a time. It's all in their own words. Let me be clear. I will be back every other Tuesday at this podium exposing more documented corruption. I have a question for City Attorney Anderson. Recently, you advised Councilwoman Gallo to recuse herself from voting on cases involving Chesley. Let me ask you, did you give the same advice to the 3 council people and the mayor who are all named in the lawsuits and can vote on these same cases involving Chesley? I see a real problem here if you did not. Or is it simply that Councilwoman Gallo is a friend of the Chesleys, so she can't vote? Or is it if you are named in the lawsuits and you are a known hater of the Chesleys, you can vote? Because Fielding and Wanless, who are known haters, and recently voted no right here in council to settle the defamation suit for $350,000, That ultimately got settled for $1.425 million. Congratulations. That doesn't include the additional attorney fees. But they're allowed to vote. I think you owe the citizens an explanation on this. I have a question for Mayor Whipple. Why did you allow the city manager not to put the ad out for the city attorney position? We have 2 full-time HR department employees, and that is their job. Do you have an ethical reason for stalling on this? He is being paid roughly $17,000 a month to perform part-time work because he has a full-time attorney job at a firm. That same amount is what the city is offering for a full-time position as city attorney. And you are known to be a personal friend, correct? I think you should explain to the council and to the citizens of Mesquite why you took this action. I would like to thank the media and news outlets who are watching, along with thousands of citizens who are now following all the drama Mesquite has put itself into. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean.